My name's Duddy, I do builds and stuff, and today I want to talk to you about the final warning. Following up on a couple of videos I've seen about this weapon, I want to show you how to make this weapon an absolute monster, some serious DPS. Stay tuned. The full build of this little setup is going to be based around the final warning. It is a strand exotic sidearm. It's got the perk on there all at once. Hold it down the trigger, marks the targets within range and loads multiple bullets which fire into a burst with increased stability on trigger release. Hitting a marked target with a fully charged burst will unravel them. It's also got the exotic perk on there, pick your poison. Hip firing projectiles will track marked targets, dealing increased body shot damage on impact. But the second one is really interesting. Whilst your aiming projectiles have greatly increased velocity and deal extra critical hit to marked targets. So it already does extra critical hit damage when you hold down, use pick your poison. Look at this standard number, 12460. All I'm going to do is add this bad boy, Whisper of Rending on the Stasis subclass. Primary ammo weapons do increase damage to Stasis crystals and frozen targets. Usually this is a 42% damage increase, but something very interesting happens. It's actually a lot more than 42%. So if you remember that number, 12460, I'm going to simply freeze with a freezy turret and watch this number ramp up. 19,531. That's a 56.7% damage increase simply by freezing a target. Absolutely crazy. The good thing about Whisper of Rending, it's already higher than Radiant, which is 25%, and unlike other buffs in the game, this does actually stack with Strand Weapon Surge as well, or Weapon Surges. So we're going to get 56%, 23,827. That is the 22% from free Weapon Surges as well. That is absolutely massive. So I'm going to show you the sort of first shot now, and then everything working together. So 12460. I'm going to freeze, pick up a orb to get my free strand weapon surges, all the way up to 23,827. That's a 91% damage increase. Guys, that is absolutely broken. Just getting a 91% damage increase, and it's not even hard to do with something like Osmiomancy gloves, where you get 2 freezy turrets, you can infinitely freeze things. And the really good thing I found with this as well, the amount of time mages are frozen is a perfect amount of time that it does require to hold that trigger and burst. So you get a real lot of damage going, just like they seem to work perfectly together, the freezing and the holding the burst. Now against mages, champs, things like that, in GMs, this is all GM gameplay now, they're just absolutely melts, and I'm on my own running this. So imagine if there's a couple of you running this setup in GMs, you're going to absolutely smelt things. So just getting that extra damage for a sidearm that takes primary ammo as well is absolutely nuts. I want to show you another thing with the sidearm as well that I actually tested, the unraveling rounds side of it. Like, I did notice an increase in that numbers as well. If you see there's loads and loads of different numbers, but like 4,500, 5,000s, things like that. That's the unraveling part of the weapon when I'm hip firing. I wanted to sort of freeze and test that as well. I don't actually have the numbers, but you can see an increase. It's because there's too many numbers to see, but it does improve the unraveling rounds. Look, you'll see there as well. While it's frozen, you see like a few 8s in there and a few 7s and a few 9s. So it does improve that as well, the Whisper of Rending, which is just an extra added bonus. I prefer just to actually get the critical hit, but it is also extremely useful for shooting around corners and things like that as well with them unraveling rounds. So it's a really good all-round damage boost, damage setup. Try it on Stasis, guys. You won't dislike it. It is super strong. Really good. If you're out of ammo, you can just do boss DPS as well with it. In GMs, things like. I'm not saying it's a DPS weapon in like raids or something like that, but it would be interesting if we had 4 or 5 people running this in a raid or something like that. It could be absolutely crazy. I hope you found this helpful somewhat. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.